Hello and welcome to the Awesome 180 channel. I am Ashton Doctor, your habit coach. And today we're going to be talking about something that is very pressing, and I've noticed this among so many people that I speak to every day. And this is the concept about not knowing what is going to happen in the future and the worry that we're currently going through. You see, everyone is so worried and stressed out about the journey that people are forgetting to realize two very big things. One is, what have I learned? And the second is, what can I do about it? So there is a very simple technique that I want to teach you. And the question that I keep asking myself are two. What are the deficiencies that I have? And what are my vulnerabilities? So let's break it down. I know that many of you must be on this journey of trying new things. Like maybe you've never cooked before in your life and now suddenly you're forced to cook and take care of yourself. Some of you must be on this journey about, I don't know where my money is going to be coming from in the future. I don't know if my job is secure. All these things fall under these two categories of deficiencies and vulnerabilities. Let me express this again. A deficiency is probably a skill that you do not possess. That once you learn, you are no longer vulnerable. And a vulnerability is nothing but something that exists in the world around that could be a threat to you. So as soon as this entire COVID situation took place, and to be frank, I know we're tired of hearing about this, but it is something huge that has happened for the world. Never has the entire world together faced something like this. Maybe cities have, maybe countries have, but never as a world together. And which is why with social media and news, this is getting so much hyped up. But if you understand this thought about, instead of worrying about what's going on in the world, can I just focus on two things? The things that I'm deficient at and the things that I'm vulnerable at. I used to do this exercise for myself about 3-4 years ago when I was changing my life around. And I realized that the new life that I was creating will be very, very different from the old life that I had created for myself. And because this new life was being created, the vulnerability of that was also something very stark in my mind. Will I be able to earn enough? What will people think of me? All these kinds of thoughts were running through my head. And I realized that those were vulnerabilities in my mind. I had to quickly learn and create the skills I needed, which were the deficiencies, in order to combat that. So take this YouTube channel for example. The first time I stood in front of a camera and I spoke, and you can see that in the first few videos, I hated it, right? I did not possess the skills to be able to do this. It was a deficiency. I had to work towards it to become a little bit more proficient. And that's why I'm happier now with these videos. And maybe, who knows, 3 years from now, I would think these videos are junk as well. The point I'm trying to make is that you have to create skills for yourself and you have to focus on your vulnerability. Where does this come into your life, and why do I call these a habit? What I do is every month I sit down and I make a list of what all I think are my vulnerabilities. So where are the places that I am most vulnerable and how can I secure myself from them? Block those vulnerabilities in my life. Is it a financial vulnerability? Is it something about the company that I'm creating? Is it something about my friends? Where am I the most vulnerable right now from that ideal life that I had created in my mind? First step. The second step is, what are the things I need to now learn in order to take my life to that next level? What are the things I need to now learn that will fill up those deficiencies? Because ultimately, all that we are doing, all these things that we are constantly yearning after are nothing but to get us to that better life. Let me give you an example. If you're feeling financially insecure right now, are you too dependent on one source of income? How will you create 3 sources of income? Or if you're feeling financially insecure right now, vulnerable, are you overspending? Have you over-leveraged yourself? So the idea here is figuring out what it is that you are doing wrong with the vulnerability and learning what you can do for the deficiency. Learn cooking, learn stitching. Like I'm learning archery here because I feel Why do kids not learn that anymore? It used to be an essential skill at some point in life. Why not anymore? So learning these things are what this period, according to me, is all about. Obviously, we have no clue what's going to happen in the future. We have zero clue of what the future is going to hold. All we can do is one thing, which is make ourselves better, stronger, and more resilient to this future. Resilience is all about future-proofing yourself. And I know there are a lot of words I'm throwing around, but this whole idea pops down to this thing saying that, can I future-proof my life as much as possible? So I never have to worry about things like this again. Sure, my life will take a hit, but it's not the end. And that's where the fear goes away and our mentality and our mind becomes stronger and more resilient. Please share this video with people who you know are facing something similar, going through something similar, going through this angst, because I know this video will help them out. And if they can plan this, their resilience, and figure out about their vulnerabilities, there's so much of a change that they can bring to their life. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to our channel. There's a little bell icon next to it. Press that so you're aware when future videos come up. I'm Ashton Doctor, your habit coach. And remember, awesome lives start with awesome habits.